Hello world, Billy here, and we're back with chapter 260. Last chapter is pretty tragic. Chozo sacrificed himself, like he's done quite a number of times now, but this time it was the ultimate sacrifice. He made like a blood tomb, like a blood carapace, a canopy, a shell around Yuji, and basically got cremated by Sukuna's divine flames. And this man Sukuna was not giving up. I mean, it's like, bruh, chill. Chill, bro, chill. So we got more details on his divine flame. It basically has a pretty short range and it's not super fast. He's not able to use it against multiple people unless his domain is open, which means he has just cast his domain, which that condition was also upheld. And then the conditions for him actually opening the gate for him to access divine flames was that he had to have recently used, or not recently, but he had to have used Dismantle and Cleave, which him casting his domain expansion inherently does, like Malevolent Kitchen, which again was explained as to why he was able to use it against Makora back in Shibuya. And then he had also placed the Binding Vow to like increase its range as well as its speed. So he used that, and essentially and he also added another condition where he targeted, like, the target of the attack was non-living things. So like essentially he bounded them, like, sure, the people were not the targets, but like he bounded them within the domain, right? He placed a seal. That was another thing. He placed a seal, but it wasn't like a regular barrier seal. It still kept the range, and also it didn't reduce the output. And then anything that was inside, it was basically, they called it a thermobaric explosion. Everything that got pulverized within the domain expansion gained explosive energy, explosive power. So it's like a bunch of terms to just describe people would just burn into cinders, instantaneous explosions. They talked about being depressurized. There are a bunch of terms. It's pretty funny just describe people just combusting, spontaneous combustion. But that was pretty cool. And then of course Chozo sacrificed himself. And then at the very end we see Todo stepped in, and it was kind of neat because if you recall, back in Shibuya, Todo was he was in the periphery, but when Itadori came to the epiphany of what his role is in the Jujutsu world, being a cog in the machine, being a ghost in the shell, and his role is to just exorcise demons, curses, wrong anime. But when he came to the epiphany, Todo was involved, in his fight against Mahito, and sort of you had that reversal here where Yuji was doubting, okay, I know I've already realized what my role is, but now that I'm all alone, here with Sukuna and the scorched earth, I'm sort of having doubts. And then of course Todo comes in also at that point, and now it's sort of a 2v1 situation like the old days again. So I'm pretty excited as usual to see where this goes. They haven't revealed what was on Todo's hand. I'm not sure if it's literally a deadbolt hand, it's growing again, or if there's something else, right? I don't know, because they had mentioned, again, I said in the last chapter, but the reason they couldn't use RCT, or supposedly what we theorized, was it damaged the soul. It wasn't just his body, it was the shape of his soul that represented his hand. And so they couldn't use RCT because you don't really know what the shape of that... You don't know what the shape of the soul was that represented the hand before it was destroyed, right? By the transfiguration. So we'll see what's there. Maybe it's a hand, it's his left hand. Maybe it's a hand or not a hand. What else? I think that was mostly it. Oh yeah, and then we saw a flashback of Mei and Todo. Basically Todo saying Mei shouldn't tell Yuji the plan that he could potentially use Boogie Woogie, because he was sort of getting the feel for it again, it was coming back to life, and he didn't want Yuji to know because of potential resonance between the remnants of Sukuna in Yuji and Sukuna himself, so that there isn't a leakage of the plan. Because back at the bridge, basically resonance was what caused the Sukuna's finger that was inside that one course to basically become active again. So that was it. So this brought up resonance again, which is like, if you're bringing up resonance again, can we maybe get Nobara back? I don't know. Are we gonna get Nobara back? I don't know, but we'll have to see in this chapter. Anyhow, without further ado, let's jump right into chapter 260. Boogie Woogie revised. What the heck is that? Oh, is this like a gong? Like they have it connected to maybe his nerves, or his like his ulna and radius, I guess, like his bones, his forearms, and then if they make contact, that basically counts as him clapping. I don't know. I'm not quite sure. Yeah, a vibra slap. Yeah, it's basically like a tuning forks, right? If you ever like mess around with tuning forks in a physics lab. Metal with metal, thereby generating a unique sound. Should replace his lost left hand with the 5% chain link. Okay, so he basically made a new binding vowel twice technique. Bruh. This is even, because I mean, I'm sure he couldn't clap as fast as. I'm not gonna do it. It's so stupid. I'm sure he couldn't clap 50 like times per second. So I mean, I think this is an improvement, right? But I'd say it's an improvement in the number of times you can swap. But in terms of precision, like it's harder, right? Because I mean, if the condition is okay, no, it's not. So it's an if and only if, right? It's like him clapping or him hitting the wood against the metal is needed to activate Boogie Woogie, but he doesn't necessarily need to activate Boogie Woogie each time the wood hits the metal. So I guess it's a win-win in every way. Well, besides the fact that he doesn't have a hand, but it's a win for his technique because he can do it more times. Yeah, but it's a matter of how fast his mind is thinking, I guess, where his mind is going. And we know, Todo has that 1.5 milli IQ. Don't forget it. Who's gonna be the recipient? You gotta feel. This is where Todo and Yuji, like, because they sync up like this. So like it's like Sukuna's gonna be out of the loop for a bit, but he's been in Yuji's. I mean, he's lived inside Yuji, right? So he's observed. But it's like, how will Yuji know like when the right time is, to go all in? Because it's like, okay, it's a roulette. They're all switching, spinning around, and then Yuji has to like clock the right person, because otherwise he'll clock Todo, or maybe Todo will swap out in time. So. Bro. Oh my goodness. This man, Sukuna, like, I guess he blocked it. Yeah, Todo blocked the metal gong from like being hit. He like swapped around, and then he acted like he was gonna do it again, and then they just jumped my guy. Bruh. Okay, so he's limited that additionally. So now you can target multiple things at once, not just one for one. And this man Todo was, while everyone was like playing games, like the calling games, this man was just in his own like villain arc. Not a villain. He was in his own training arc, which is kind of cool. Yeah, definitely helped his peers, because Maki and Ino were cooked in that malevolent kitchen. Yeah, because I mean, they've already said before, Todo's gonna do his thing, and Yuji works best with Todo, because Todo just does his thing, Yuji will just do his thing. So it's not like you're trying to read them together or something like that. Nah. Moved them both. This area, moved them into the air. Man, Todo's a big brain, man. A big brain guy. He's not focusing on details that he doesn't feel are necessary, which a lot of people can maybe get hung up on. Like, how did he, like, you know, how did he just jump in midair? Maybe he, like, you know, kicked the air. Yeah, like what Kusakabe was, how he was analyzing when Maki was fighting Sukuna. It's just different fighting styles. It's not, one isn't necessarily better than the other. Classic stone toss. It's been a while. Bruh. This man stay palming people's faces like, bruh. Disrespect. Palm this man's face, swap places with him. And this POV is always crazy. Back to the roulette, bro. Back to the roulette. If you can fully adjust the maximum and minimum number of swaps per tap. Now that's a different, that's a different factor you bring in. So not just number of taps per second, but number of swaps per tap. Huh. Yeah, that's a different thing there. It's like number of swaps per taps per second. You can vary that when he hits the gong, right? So I mean, it doesn't matter if like he's varying the number of, like, he taps it once, it like taps once, and he can maybe vary the number of swaps per that one tap. But it doesn't matter, you just have to go for when, like, there has to be a limit, right? Unless he has some binding valve to make it like infinite swaps per tap. But like, you just have to go for when he taps it. Yeah. When he taps it, or when you know that Yuji's coming for you. Because I mean, if Yuji's like trying to hit me, Todo isn't gonna swap. Me as in Sukuna, yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Is he using flames? What is that? Yeah, multiple targets, right? Bro, what is going on? What is this POV? Oh, okay. For some reason, the leg and the arm confused me. He still hasn't landed the attack I thought he had. Okay, so he killed the crow instead. I don't want to go down yet. I just want to... just one sec. Yeah. Because, I mean, why would he not let him, like, have a good strike? Yeah. Back then. Mahito. There was no swap. A trick within a trick within a trick. Black flash. He didn't let go. Grab this man's heart. Rip it. Rip it, bro. Grab this man's hand. It's like, bro, I'm not letting you go. Punched him. Grabbed his hand. Another one again, bro. Another black flash. He's gonna use, oh my goodness, he's gonna use, yeah, Malevolent Kitchen again. Damn it. Bruh, this guy's recovery of cursed energy is just insane. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah, as long as he returns the burnout. Restores, yeah. What did he see?
Who the f is that guy?
Dead, bro. Bro, there's no way. That's cap. There's no way. Bruh. No way. There's no way. Okay, maybe way. But what if it's Ino? Huh? What if it's Ino? Like Ino conjured or like summoned like Gojo, right? Because they had his buddy. Maybe. I don't know if I don't know if I believe it's really Gojo though. Because I mean, yeah, everyone has been like theorizing, like, you know, he's the enlightened one, and so he sort of had to die in order to come back and basically be like be a perfected version of his old self. Because honestly, he didn't really have a goal, I guess, like, or he failed at most of his goals, like protecting Rico from when he was a student, and then also like he's not really the best teacher, like in terms of teaching, not protecting people, not in terms of protecting people, in terms of protecting people, he kind of is good, okay, I guess. He failed against Rico, but again, that was a young Gojo. Older Gojo doesn't really fail in terms of protection. He did protect Yuji, kind of. I mean, Yuji did die once, so maybe he isn't good at protecting other people. He's good at protecting himself. We'll just say that. But I'm not convinced it's Gojo. I mean, I'm hyped. Trust me, I'm hyped, but not until I see it fully. So, not until I see it fully. I think it might be, but I don't know. That's kind of an out there theory. Because what do you need for the seance? Okami Bachan, like the grandma Okami from Shibuya, needed a piece of his body, and then she needed her grandson, like one of the people she had groomed, consume a piece of Toji, and then summon him. Especially when you think back to when this was like mid-fight, before Ino showed up. They had done like a flashback to Ino sort of pondering like Grandma Ogami's seance technique, so I still feel like it might be, but you really never know, honestly. Man, this was a very interesting chapter. I liked it very much. I just like the tomfoolery of Boogie Woogie. Like, it's such a good, like, adjusted Boogie Woogie 2.0. Such a nice technique. Like, yeah, 1, he has more taps per second. 2, he can vary the number of swaps per taps per second. So like for each tap, he could vary how many swaps actually occur or correspond. He can select multiple targets now, which is how he helped Maki and escape. Well, the domain expansion filled with the divine flames. And yeah, so he's refined his technique, and he was like practicing that. And he said, what was it? Goshino Lake, the Goshino Lake location of the colony, Lake Gosho rather. So yeah, I'm really happy Toto's back, because I was like, man, are they really just gonna... Boogie Woogie is busted, especially now it's super busted. It's even more busted than before, because he can slam that thing...
What do you mean by that?
More times than he can actually clap.
What do you mean by that?
That sounds very odd, but you get what I mean. Man. Well, I guess I'm officially caught up again, and it's that Jolene. JoJo's on Ocean. Well, back to waiting on the weekly schedule. Dang it. Oh, thanks for watching. I hope you all have a good rest of your week, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out.